Hello students, this is Rajgun Hendy, Assistant Professor, Department of Humanities and Social Sciences, Assam Downtown University. Today I am here to discuss with you all about the historical development of medical social work in India. So before moving forward, I'd like to give you a brief introduction about medical social work. So what is medical social work? Medical social work is a subdiscipline of social work where the medical social workers are placed in hospitals where they work with the patients and the families and provide different psychosocial help. So, the historical development of medical social work in India can be divided into three phases. The first, ancient and medieval phase, the British period, and after independence, that is after 1947. In the ancient and the medieval era, the Ayurvedic practitioners who ministered as family physicians in almost all the homes in village served both as a physician and as well as a social workers. The first mentioning of mental disorders was present in Kautilya Arthashastra. However, the mental disorders mentioned in were also mentioned in Ayurveda, Unani, and Siddha. Mental illness during the time is considered as the demons and sins. Mauryan period concentrated on the community psychiatry, which can be traced from the world famous caves at Ajanta and Ellora. Hospitals for the care of the sick was the first organized medical social service for general population in India during the Buddhist era, particularly during the region of King Ashoka in the 3rd century. In 77 BC, the king Dhatragamin established a hospital and provided it with medical staff, medicines, and food suitable for patients and individuals. In the 1st century AD, the king Nigvesha of Kashmir and King Hansa of India in the 7th century are known to have established hospitals with medicine, physician, and staff. In between the 4th century, the king Buddhadista established institution called Vejos, in which he himself nursed the sick people. However, the real hospitals were built from 12th century onwards. During the 12th century, the king Parakram Bhaut opened a hospital containing many hundreds of rooms and provided with male and female attendants, good treatment, and good foods. The king himself visited the hospitals once a week and distributed new clothes to the patients who are ready for discharge. The Lord Venkateshwara temple, which was built during the Chola period, is also referred as Sri Veera Choleswara Hospital. Maulana Maflur Hakim and Mahmud Khilji started a mental hospital at Khilpao. However, this progress suffered great setback following the occupation of India by the Muslim and was later revived during the 19th century by the British. So in the British period, Warren Hastings, who was the first Governor General of the British India in the year 1784, introduced the mental health treatment for soldiers. Later on, Cornwallis, Lord Cornwallis established the first mental hospital at Bombay, which has a bed capacity which had a bed capacity of 30 patients. The mental hospital in South India at Madras, which was established in the year 1794 by the surgeon Valentine Connolly. In 1922, in 1920, Christian missionaries came to India and spread a great deal of awareness about the mental illness. In the year 1936, the first Institute of Social Sciences, that is Tata Institute of Social Sciences, were established. Around 1945, some Indian doctors who had been in abroad had observed the functioning of almoners in Britain and medical social workers in the USA. As part of the health team, they felt the need to have a similar pattern of teamwork in India as well. In the post-independence era, the medical social workers appeared on the Indian scene half a century after its debut on the contemporary Western scene. At the time of independence, India ranked among the countries of the world which had the highest infant and maternal morbidity and mortality and cross death rates. The death rate was 27.4 per thousand and infant mortality was 162 per thousand live births. The lifespan was only 32.4 years for males and 31.7 for female. The death rate of mothers at the time of delivery was 20 out of 1000, and many more died due to abortion, miscarriage after pregnancy, and also due to toxemia during pregnancy. Malaria alone was responsible for the suffering of 7.5 crore and death of 8 lakh persons every year. Next to malaria, tuberculosis was one of the main public health problems in India. As per the estimate mentioned in the War Committee report, there were at least 5 lakhs deaths due to tuberculosis every year. It is difficult to estimate the number of tuberculosis patients since the diagnostic facilities were limited and there was no system of reporting morbidity. Leprosy was yet another public health problem which was a concern. In addition, there were enormous problems of undernutrition and malnutrition. India was among the lowest per capita calorie consuming country in the world health facilities. Both curative and preventive were far from satisfactory as it was revealed from the following. There was only one doctor for 63,000 persons, one nurse for 43,000, one health visitor for 4 lakh and one midwife for 6 lakhs women, and 0.24 bed for 1000 population. All the government and the local body hospitals were situated in urban areas, leaving the whole rural population at the mercy of private practitioners and quacks of various systems of medicines. There were only 25 medical colleges with admit potential of 25,000 annually. Paramedical staff trained during the period were much below the requirement. At the at the dawn of independence, it became clear that planning as a tool was essential to overcome the deficiencies in health services schemes. Besides, in this scare economic scenario with limited resources, the government had the role of planning the healthcare delivery services as per the order of priority of the country. The government of India appointed War Committee in 1943 to survey the existing conditions and health organizations in the country and to make recommendation for the future development. A reference to it was officially mentioned in 1946 in the Health Survey and Development Committees. War Committee report recommending appointment of trained hospital social workers in the following words. We have little doubt the general efficiency of all the large hospitals in India will be greatly influenced by appointing trained hospital social workers on their staff, as has been experienced recently in Great Britain and America. This proposal for development of medical social work in India was also received from other developments in the field of medical service. Following the War Committee's report, the newer concept of social and preventive medicines entered into field of medical education in India, also in the other parts of the world. Medical social work being considered as one of the essential components. Similarly, the medical and the health services in the country began to feel in an increasing degree the importance of psychiatric medicine, as a result of which many hospitals, particularly the teaching one, established psychiatric clinics both as a part of teaching program as well as of service. The War Committee reviewed the nation health under number one, public health, medical relief, professional education, medical research, and international health. So, as per the Boer Committee, some recommendations were made. Those are: number of individuals fail to secure adequate medical care because of inability to pay for it. In the view of the complexity of modern medical practice, the health services should provide, when fully developed, all the consultant, laboratory, and the institutional facilities necessary for proper diagnosis and treatment. The need for providing medical relief and preventive health care to the vast rural population of the country is very urgent. The health services should be placed as to as possible to the people into the community that is the target group. It is essential to secure the active cooperation of the people in the development of the health program. Following this recommendation, the first medical social worker was appointed in JJ Hospital, Bombay in the year 1949. Following that, in the year 1952, the Madras School of Social Work in Chennai was established. Later on, the Loyal College of Social Sciences was established in 1963, and in 1973, the Rajagiri College of Social Sciences. The Kaveri Institute of Social Services was established in Pune in the year 1963. The Bachelor of Social Work, that is the BSW program, was started in the year 1967 at Jamia Millia Islamia New Delhi University. The Medical Council of India's report in 1973 stated that the 6 medical workers in each of the preventive and the social medicine department. The national program, the National Mental Health Program, which was started in the years, was also started in the year 1982. So next we move forward to the present scope of medical social work. Medical social work is a very powerful and essential branch of medicine for realizing a comprehensive and qualitative healthcare. As long as it is considered as an offshoot of social work, it draws little attention by the medical professional and health planners. This is the problem in India. The time has come to consider it as a part and a parcel of medical and health care. Hospitals, clinic, counseling centers, mental hospitals, old age homes, and similar institutions should recognize the need of the medical social workers. Counseling therapy, the counseling centers and the therapy centers, the de-addiction centers, family welfare and planning, advocacy are some of the scope, some of the career opportunities of the medical social workers that is present in today's scenario. So with that, I have come to an end to my presentation. Thank you.